pronouncing correctly. Hi, Danka. So,
Hello, hello,
hi.
hello.
Hey, how are you? All good?
All is well. Yeah, thank you.
Good, good. Yeah, so,
Thank you. Thank you
yeah,
for that meeting.
you're welcome. You're welcome. In fact, last Sunday we had done a 30-minute session for where we healed Mother Earth and where we were releasing the unresolved emotions, which are identified emotions are something like 78, 6 primary, uh, and 36, 6 primary, 36 secondary, and 36 tertiary emotions. So that is what we cleared last week. I don't know. First about those who were there on that call, I want to thank them all. Plus, whoever is there today also, I want to thank you. Namaste, Vaishali. Namaste, Shivani.
Hello, sir.
Shelja. So, Yashoda, hi.
Namaste, sir.
Hi, Vaishali. Namaste, Samina ji. Hi, Ravneet. So, I think this yesterday, or rather day before yesterday, there was rain in quite a lot of places. Bombay we had. Then I heard Singapore also had rain on that day. Malaysia also had some rain, which is what I was told by some hailstorm also in Noida. Okay, hailstorm. Oh, okay. So I don't know. So I always look at it as a good message when there is rain, and that too unseasonal. Maybe crop wise, some damage would be there, but can't help it because this is what is giving us. Although there is one crash which happened today, or rather yesterday, whichever day. So anyway, these are things which you cannot avoid or things like that. So it's best that we focus on just the healing part of it. So healing is not necessarily that you need to be aware of healing as such. So you, even if you pray, it has cosmic energies, it has higher vibrations, which can always give you the desired result as far as the intention is noble. This is what I know. So as we, so that is one where this is not going to be a very long call. Maybe I'll just share some details about the third eye ascension course and how it came into existence. In fact, I would like to share that around 2012, 2013, round about that time, I was in a corporate career, completely aware of the intuition and everything. I was very intuitive and all those things were there. But undoubtedly, my conviction in the mind were very strong. I had a very strong conviction or strong awareness that once you decide on something, it is very it is possible to achieve anything in life if you decide. So that's the mind energy which I was aware of, and I used to have a ethos or belief saying that mind can move mountains. So all those things were there, of course. So somewhere in 2012, 2013, I had this situation where I was affected by the black magic. It took me 7 to 8 months of. In fact, that was the first time in my life that I was without a job for close to 8 months. And that was like for me it was a big thing because being the sole breadwinner, very important to have those. Anyway, so rather than getting into stress anxiety, I preferred to remain in peaceful calm awareness, and ultimately I was able to come out of that, wriggle out of that issue. And in fact, that issue made me go into light work, which according to me, if I look at it today, that was a very good thing. I'm not saying what black magic is a good thing to happen, but yes, it happened for a karmic reason or an ancestral reason, and I was able to come out of that with flying colors, leading into this career. Not career, but I would say that leading more, getting light on earth. So, in fact, after maybe a year or so after this episode, I started seeing some energy around me. Less 6 months, maybe 2014 or something. So I started seeing this energy around me, and I initially thought it is another spirit or entity. That was my initial thought, because in fact, for 6 months to 8 months, I was avoiding that energy completely. But when I started realizing, because when that 8 months period happened, that is the time I really saw my spirit guide. That also took me 3 months to decide, actually, make up my mind that it is my spirit guide, not another entity. So there has been some various things there. So when MEPA, so this was MEPA who came to me after a year. MEPA is basically a being which I had been with MEPA way back in, like I know about Egypt, and MEPA in fact told me about a lot of other things, like we were together in Atlantis also, energy-wise we were there. So MEPA has then ascended. MEPA has become an ascended master, and I'm still in this chakra view of life and death, whatever you call it. So maybe that was definitely on the choices which we took. So there is no negative vibrations towards that, because everybody has to go through a learning curve. So MEPA is then became a channel. It took me at least 1 year more to develop the confidence to launch a process, where in 2016 I launched the Inner Third Eye Ascension course, which now is a completely defined and a reformed version compared to what I had launched way back in 2016. And so the idea behind Third Eye Ascension course was to basically increase your intuitive awareness within yourself. So that is the main focus. Now, how do we maintain the intuitive awareness? Anybody can give me some idea? What is their idea? How to maintain intuitive awareness? Anybody? Anybody would like to share? Namaste, Tejal Mamaniya ji. Soumya, beta, namaste. Anybody? No?
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, namaste. Anybody
Namaste, sir.
can share? Namaste.
So meditating.
I beg your pardon. Shivani, boliye.
Yes. Meditating and listening to your inner voice.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
meditating
Yeah.
and listening to your inner voice consciously.
Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? First of all, what is intuition? If anybody can, tell me their point of view, maybe we can also further develop on, rather, speak more on that. Ajay. Madam ko puch dite. So, intuitive awareness. What is it? Okay. Anybody would like to share their perspective? Please,
Sir,
yeah,
it is
Anjali.
your gut feeling.
Yeah. Gut feeling, intuition is all mostly on a similar scale. Inner instinct, yes. But how are you connected? How does this happen? How does it work? Anybody that got any ideas?
Sir, it
Well,
just comes to you instantly what you feel, and it comes true. So,
Yes, just give me. Okay. So, yeah, sorry. So we were talking about instinct, inner instinct, and all those things, right? So how does this happen? How does this work? Anybody has any?
Yeah,
Well,
Deepakji, I believe it's the voice of your soul,
Yes.
which comes in a whisper,
Yeah,
right? And it's
Right.
always there. The only thing is our mind chatter
yeah,
drowns it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So basically, rightly said, everybody is mostly correct on this aspect. So we have something called a crown or a Sahasrara. In Sanskrit, we known as Sahasrara, and English we know it as crown chakra. Now that crown chakra is basically, it's facing like this upwards, right? It faces upwards. Rest all chakras, 5 chakras are facing forwards. 5 chakras, and the root chakra is facing downwards. So that is how the positioning of the chakras are. So crown chakra is basically kind of, if I may put it very as a lay person, if I put it as a lay person, you have seen these dish antennas which you have for like your TVs and your internet connections. So that dish antenna is, this is like your dish antenna, which is receiving messages from intuition, and your soul star chakra is just 6 inches above your head, which is where your Atma or your, just the soul remains. So your connection with your soul and ultimately with the divine, that is what we are capturing in the crown. And that gets processed in the third eye. And the throat is where the mechanism for delivery or communication is concerned. So as they say, heart chakra is the center, throat, third eye, crown are the the sky chakras. So your vibrations are high when your sky chakras are at a higher frequency. From the heart lower down, if you go solar plexus, sacral and root, they are known as earth chakras. So generally you will see confidence, creativity, networking, stability, security, all those coming from the earth chakras. So the idea behind this is, now I have added some aspects to this, where not only this, the 7 chakras, there is also this left side of the body, which is known as Ida Nadi, or the feminine aspect of your body, and the Sushumna, the Pingala Nadi, which is the right side of your body, which is the masculine side of our body, like the feminine, the masculine, and the center channel, which is Sushumna Nadi. So there are 3 nadis, which are, there are more nadis, but these are the 3 basic ones, which take care of your feminine, masculine, as well as the central. So awakening, generally we talk about awakening coming from the central, which is the Sushumna Nadi. So that is where your intuition is basically kind of garnered and things like that, you can say that way. So the left side is the female, the right side is the masculine in a person, and the central is the balancing one. So if you look at it, logic is what we learn, like, while growing up, we go to school, college, office, then we have people around us who give us information, awarenesses. So our logic comes from that awareness around us. Intuition is far greater. So basically intuition might give you an answer which you may not have thought about. As they say today, thinking out of the box. So thinking out of the box, if you look at, I was given some figures about 35,000 CEOs were interviewed, and 85% of them said that whenever they take a big decision, they always look at their intuition or their gut feeling. So that is although it is not spoken in corporate circles about gut or intuition, but it is prevalent. 85% of them still take decisions on the basis of their gut feeling. Now, I can remember of one episode where an FDA in USA, they were launching a particular drug for it was like a miracle drug, something around maybe 8-10 years back or something around that. I'm not very sure on the time period, but that drug was supposed to become a miracle drug, where even ladies who were not able to deliver, or rather, conceive a child, will be able to conceive. So they were about to launch it, everything, a lot of fanfare, a lot of brouhaha and everything was just going on. And they were about to launch it. Somewhere, the FDA chief decided not to launch. In fact, it was a lady, I remember. She faced a lot of flack from a lot of quarters, and in fact, a lot of pressure was coming on to her. But then she said that, okay, let's do more testing before we launch it. So when they tested that more, they were told that that drug, if it is induced in a person, 80 to 90% of the children who will come out of that will have brain issues. So that is how there was some deficiency in that. So they will have brain issues. So this is how a major disaster was averted, which could have maybe, engulfed, maybe by the time they realized it would be years, and by the time maybe hundreds and maybe thousands of, maybe even lakhs of children would come out from that drug. and have those kind of difficulties. So this is how gut feeling helps. So we also have a lot of we have a very strong intuition. Now, I have one joke, not joke, but a humoristic thing, that today we are working on Wi-Fi, we are working on internet. But there will be times where internet or Wi-Fi will be down for repairs or something, maybe, something or whatever, maybe weather or whatever. Now, this is one connection which never gets disrupted. Even if you're sleeping, this is working for you. So 24/7 by 365, your intuition works. That is the awareness I want to give you, that in times of despair, we don't want to listen to what the intuition tells us, because we are having a fixed mindset to achieve certain things. But when you listen to your mindset, you might be given an answer in a broader perspective. I'll give you an example there also. Like, we were looking at a house we wanted to move to a bigger home about 5 years back, 6 years, now 7 years back, maybe in 2017. So I was fixated that we will sell this house and we'll take another home. So that was my fixation. Somewhere, as we were moving ahead and we were feeling very desperate in other things. So 2021, I remember, as Maharashtra Cell came into my awareness, and there was some change in my total intuitive awareness. There were certain blockages also which I released. End of 2021, there was a new thought inside me about a completely new scenario of some new area, which we had in our mind, but somehow we were not exploring it. So we went ahead and bought a second home there. Surprise, surprise, keeping our first home with us. So now, instead of one, we had now 2 homes. Just because we started looking at a broader perspective rather than a closed way of looking at things. So this is how things can help. My son, who was a kind of an average performer, started becoming an achiever because he started looking at the broader aspects of life. Like, for example, if there will be a company who will offer him, like, for 3 days the same money, and if he goes for 1 month, he will be offered the same money. So he went to the one which was offering him the same money for 1 month, giving more effort, because he saw that effort will give him the right opportunity maybe. And in the whole of his MBA institute, he was the only one who got a job with that company, where he struggled for 1 month, literally. And other people who went for 3 days, they enjoyed their time, but they were not getting the right kind of job also. So as they say, you take the right decisions somewhere if you are intuitively connected with yourself. And of course, both your intuitive and your logical awareness, because it is a balance of these two that you will be able to achieve. So Third Eye Ascension course basically helps on increasing your intuitive awareness. And what all is required to achieve it is, basically, there are 3 symbols in this. One symbol is for physical healing. I have healed something like 350 COVID patients. When in 2021, the COVID was in the second level, or rather the second phase. I healed 350 people during that period of 3 months. And about 40 to 50 people even went to the ventilator and came back. So that was because they were all having comorbidities, like they had diabetes, they had got so many other things. So in short, physically, that we were able to heal them. Now emotionally means, as far as depression is concerned, and any stress, anxiety, fatigue, whatever you face in your life, that starts reflecting in your actions. Namaste, Anil. So this also helps you to balance your emotional imbalances. So physical, first symbol is physical, second symbol is emotional symbol. The third is hormonal imbalance clearing. So all our hormonal imbalance clearings can be done with the third symbol, which is basically towards, so that is more towards the hormonal imbalances. Why the hormonal imbalances? So that the energy blocks in the body can be cleared. So physical, emotional, and hormonal imbalance, everything is sorted out. So then you heal Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, and Sushumna Nadi. Also, one major aspect is that there is if everybody knows that 6 inches above your head is the soul star chakra, which is where your soul stays. Now there is another which is 1.5 feet above your head, which is known as the stellar gateway chakra. Now, stellar gateway chakra is something like it's something like, I would say that everybody has heard about 5D, fifth dimension, right? Does everybody know what is fifth dimension? Okay. So I'll share with you some details about fifth dimension. So your stellar gateway chakra becomes your crown chakra when you achieve fifth dimension level of consciousness. So fifth dimension is not like you have to go to Delhi, so you have to go to Delhi. No. Fifth dimension you can achieve in your body here and now. So frequency wise, you go to a higher realm in your current awareness. So that fifth dimension is achieved with the stellar gateway chakra. Now, fifth dimension is all about living in unconditional love for yourself. Living in unconditional love with the surroundings around you. Loving yourself and everybody around you. That is how fifth dimension works. So there is no agony, no grief, no anxiety, no stress. Why? Because we are aware of our life path. There is nothing which shocks us. So we embrace all things which come to us. Even there are happy times, not so happy times, sad times, anything. We accept it with ease and joy. So with gratitude, we are able to release that karmic bond rather than, struggling ourselves. I will not do this. I will not do that. So that rigidity kind of makes us go away from our target or our karmic lessons. So once you are in touch with your fifth dimension, which means you are in line with your karmic awarenesses, that is where the whole game plan changes. Because then you're not running in darkness. You are aware of everything. Like recently, there was there's a student of mine who had done third eye ascension course, and he was basically having so his father was having certain awarenesses around him about when he will pass away. So like on 22nd November, so 20th November, he got an awareness about he'll pass away. And he asked me that time. So I also was getting that awareness, but I never say, I would never say to a person that, yeah, he may pass on. So I said, we will do our best. Let's see what happens. So on 22nd morning, when his father got up, he told him that today, I think this will happen. I will pass on. So he had certain rituals and certain things. I think that was also that Kal Bhairav Jayanti was there on 22nd November. So he did that puja of Kal Bhairav, a penance or a ritual of Kal Bhairav god. And after that, after the ritual, he just passed on without any pain, without anything. Just sitting, he went off. So that is the awareness which he had got. And that did not scare him. So he being in awareness, he went. So I'm not saying that everybody should be scared of death or something, but in awareness, if you don't do, if you don't, struggle about something, your all issues will be sorted with ease and joy. So this connects you with your fifth dimension and makes you more aware of yourself. Third most important thing is that, as I said, one is the intuitive awareness. Second is 3 symbols. Third is about connecting with the stellar gateway chakra. Fourth is basically you will be connected to your so just a moment. So you can shield yourself because there is a lot of so shielding yourself. There are commands which help you to shield yourself. Shield means you can shield yourself. You can increase your intuitive awareness by merely saying some commands like intentions. Commands are like intentions where you say daily these things and they increase your intuitive awarenesses. Fifth important thing is that you can see aura of people around you. Your aura and other people's aura, which will help you to take certain decisions on the basis of whatever you want to achieve in life. And sixth awareness, which I was getting, which I'm trying to give you, is that you can meet your spirit guide. You meet your spirit guide during the third eye ascension course. I make, in the second day of the class, after the attunement, you meet your spirit guide who remains with you for life. So these are some of the important aspects of Third Eye Ascension course, which I wanted to mention to you. I will take any questions, as you may be aware, or as you would be having maybe some questions around this. And in fact, we have the class this weekend, which is on 4th and 5th of January. This will be from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., 10 p.m. India time, which is because Jan, who is in fact on the call today, she has taken the class. And going one step further, this is the first time I am offering a master's course in the Third Eye Ascension course. So you can become a master where you can attune other people and increase their intuitive awareness also. So I will attune you with MEPA energies. Then you can attune other people as well. Thank you. Yeah. Any questions around this? So anybody has any questions, anything? We will have a healing session after anybody has any questions or any.
Yeah, so for those of us who've done it before, so
Yeah.
there'll be something extra in this for us also.
Basically the master.
So which day would we have to join for that? Because supposing we
that-
can't join on the 4th.
No. 4th, 5th is basically the normal class.
Huh.
The masters in this case would be on a different class. There will be
Okay.
at least a 2-week gap.
Okay.
At least a 2-week gap after the class where you have to do the homework for 2 weeks minimum, and then the masters will be given to you.
Okay.
So
So the homework we've already done. In fact, I'm still doing
Yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
still using, the two.
fantastic,
I'm using symbols from both the courses together for healing.
fantastic. So
Nice.
yeah, fantastic. You can have water, Rani.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic because I know what it can do. In fact, I used to do Third Eye Ascension, the homework which I had given you all. I was doing it for close to 5 to 6 years. Only last year I kind of stopped using because now I'm doing Maharashtra Cell homework more more vigorously. So it will be 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, mostly on 19th as I've decided. But there is a discussion about 19th. Maybe we'll have Third Eye Ascension course. So the masters EE is 9999, 9999 for masters. The EE is 9999 for those who have done the course. Now there are some people who have done the very first class, which was about maybe they have done the class 2 years, 3 years back. So there the EE would be a slightly different because there has been a lot of maybe 2-3 upgradations in EE for Ascension is basically 22999, Tejal Mamaniaji, 22999, 22,999 for the practitioner's course, and 2999 for master's course. Yeah. So any other questions around the course or anything? Prajakta, you had done Third Eye Ascension course, huh? No. Okay.
So I'd like to ask something. So basically, supposing now the master's course is only to attune others, or there'll be something else in it for us? Because if we are not interested in really attuning other people, then is it still worth doing for us?
See, it all depends upon you. For example, as I generally did my master's course, immediately I was not doing it for the world. So I did it for my family. I attuned them, right? So rather than doing it for others, charity begins at home. So I did it for my family, my son, my wife, and whoever I had in my family. So you can do it that way. But there is nothing additional in terms of maybe I'll. You know me, basically I will give you something like maybe channeling or something like that. Maybe that's as a value added this thing. It's not a this thing, but just that you can do that.
Okay, cool.
So I generally started with my family for that matter. I first did it for my son, my wife, and then accordingly I went forward to do it for other people.
Okay.
Because what happens is that it was my own process. So your own process development, or rather the confidence in your own process takes some time, because by the time you are also, you're getting used to it, then people to have faith in your process. That was something like, initially that was like a roller coaster. So some people would appreciate, some people would demean me. So my confidence also went through a lot of ups and downs. But I now know very well that what it is. So there, I am not kind of taken away by any feedback. I always take feedbacks very constructively. And that is the reason why we had 3 upgradations in third eye ascension course. So that was just to do some more addition to make it more stronger, more stronger and more efficient, maybe, if I look at it that way.
Right. Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Vani. Anybody else? Anybody else has anything? No. Okay. So in that case, we'll just sorry. Shelja, 29999 is for Tejal Mamania ji, you had also asked. So 29999 is for practitioner and master's course put together. 2299, sorry, 22,999 is for the practitioner's course, and 29,999 is for the master's course, including practitioners. Thank you. So now, as anybody has no questions, all of you are somewhere connected with me on the groups, so you can reach out to me even later on. The course is this Saturday and Sunday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. India time. So these 2 days, and then the masters will be at least 2 to 3 weeks later on that, which I will be sharing later. So now I'll just draw these symbols of third eye. And we'll send the healing energies to all of you. If anybody has any question, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'm sending healing energies to all of you for 4 minutes. And you can put any intention. Intention, generally, what I'm putting right now is that healing Mother Earth for all those calamities they have forecasted for 2025. So we can minimize the effect as far as possible with collective consciousness and collective healing consciousnesses. And as I said that, my energies which are coming out from my hand just amplified like crazy. No problem, Denka. You can, I keep having these classes every month and a half. Cosmic vibrations are actually showing up today. Sure, same time. So, Vaishali, don't worry. This low feeling you're releasing, low frequency you're releasing. I can actually feel today some cosmic energies coming out from my palms. Some very powerful energies. I'm sure some of you will be feeling some goosebumps around you also. Keep releasing, keep releasing. I'm seeing a lot of, you are releasing something like steam energies, a lot of anger, frustration. Focus on the light energies, Momita. Just focus on releasing whatever is causing this heavy feelings or whatever. Basically, all these stresses are due to darknesses. So once you are blessed with light, you will get all the answers, which is what we are looking forward to, rather than live in that dense energies. Integrating everybody's energy body into their physical body, their body, and body elemental for all of you is making a note of all the changes, all the constant being done. Integrate, integrate, integrate. Your DNA is changing accordingly, and you feel the peace and calm within you now. Karmic awareness is increasing. As and when you want to come out, you can rub your palms, collect the energies in your heart chakra first, and then in your eyes, and open your eyes to an abundant version of you, to a completely healed version of you. Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
how long will that master class be for the master thing?
generally 2-3 hours,
Okay, cool.
about 3 hours.
Yeah, cool. Great. Sounds good.
Okay, thanks.
I had signed up before this 2 times, but some situation I was out, so this time I will be doing it.
Welcome. So, as they say, you should decide. Once you decide, once you intend, I'll share a story with you. I wanted to do, like, for example, Akashic. That was way back in 2016, maybe before that. I wanted to do Akashic reading. Akashic course. Okay. So I somehow first didn't have the money, and somewhere I put an intention. Money came, but then the class was on a weekend, and I was working in a company, so I had a terror kind of a boss. So he said that, Deepak, I'm coming this weekend for some client visits. मैं बोला गई भैंस पानी में गए काम से I'll not be able to join the course because and I had to be with him. So I still put my hope, saying that let's see what comes. So the course was on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Thursday night, around 11 o'clock in the night, he messages me saying that due to some issue, I cannot come this weekend. We'll keep it next time. So that is the time I confirmed to my teacher, I'm coming for the class. That's how the whole thing turned out. So put a strong intention, it works. It works. You just have to decide what is good for you. I always say that once you feel connected, only then join. Just because I tell don't join, because if you don't feel connected, you will not be able to reap the benefits. Also in this in the manual, there is a intuitive test where there are some 32 questions which are day-to-day questions, and that gives you an awareness. There is no right or wrong in this. It will give you the awareness whether you are logically you have a logical bent or an intuitive bent in your thinking. And there I have seen people who, like, for example, if it is engineers, generally I've seen, it's not a stigma or something, engineers and everybody who is into this kind of industry, they have a more logical mindset. So I saw one, in fact, MBBS doctor who did a test. So she got some 8 out of 32, which means she's heavily logical. And after 1 month of doing that homework, she did the test again. From 8, she jumped to 28 in 1 month's time. So her intuitive awareness increased by just by 300%, more than 300%. So that something depends on how you want to address it. So you can increase it. Also, a lot of people have clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient. I hope everybody is aware of that. Clairvoyance is the ability to see Clairaudience is the ability to listen. Clairsentient is the ability to feel the energies or the intuitive messages. Claircognizance means it is the deja vu moment that I am already aware. Then clairalliance is the ability to smell intuitive awareness. Clairgustance is the ability to taste. Like you get bitterness or some taste which gives you a message. So there are 6. So a lot of majority people will have clairsentient. So they are more feeling, their feeling is more powerful than their vision. So I also give you clear messages as to what you should focus on. So basically you should not focus on vision when your feeling is more stronger. The idea is to focus on your strength, not on your weaknesses. And that is how we live life also. Focusing on your strengths, amplifying your strengths, and then focusing on your weaknesses and making your weaknesses your strengths. That is the whole intention of making you more powerful in yourself.
So you will be able to identify for us our clairvoyance, our clairs.
Yes. So not only me, you will be able to identify. That is the beauty of it. Because you're not weak, you're strong. You're equally powerful. So there is no person in this world who is weak or strong. Everybody has same skill sets. It's your conviction. Your strength lies in your thought process, your conviction. So you will be able to identify it yourself.
Okay.
I will only make you aware of your strength. That's it. My job is to just make you aware of your strength.
Yeah. And so this ascension class, third eye ascension class is for how long? I missed that part when you were telling about
Yeah,
it.
so there are 12 hours.
Okay.
12 hours, which means 6 hours each day.
Okay.
So Saturday 6 hours, Sunday 6 hours. That's it.
Okay. And then there is a practice to it?
So practice you will do for 90 days after the class, 90 days. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You have
And
to
then
spend about 30. Yeah, sorry.
is there any, some practice session by you?
Practice session, I can do it every week.
Okay.
But
But
what
there is
happens
no
is that in case that anybody has any doubt or something, I tell them don't wait for the practice session. Get your doubts clarified even by making a call to me. Or maybe just raising a query on the group so that everybody learns from that immediately. Because practice session I can keep every week. But then how many people come on to that becomes a challenge sometimes. And I was doing once a practice. Yeah, sorry.
How long does this practice take, sir?
Yeah, I was about to say that 33 to 36 minutes every day.
Okay.
For 90 days. First 30 days is 33 minutes. Second 30 days is 35 minutes. And the last 30 days is 36 minutes per day.
Okay. And then after 90 days, we can practice as and when we require. Or as and when we get time.
Yeah,
okay.
so if you heard, I think someone said that they are still doing, Vani said that she's still doing the homework whenever required.
Yeah.
So, see, I'll tell you what happens is that the first 30 days is all about clearing your earth chakras and balancing the heart chakra.
Okay.
So first 30 days is focusing on that. The second 30 days is focused on all the 7 chakras, where we clear your 7 chakras, all the 7 chakras. The third is where I hope nobody nobody objects to what I'm using the word, but you do a kind of vomit, spiritual vomit. So we clear the channels of your energy. Like the root is connected to your crown. So we clear that channel of communication. The sacral is connected to your throat. So we clear that channel of communication in the last 30 days. Last 30-day homework. The solar plexus is connected to your heart. So that clears the channel. And the heart is connected to your third eye. So all the 7 chakras channel clearing is done in the last. So we call it as English word I'm forgetting. I'm sorry, but it's like a spiritual vomit. You release all the clutter which is there inside
so
you.
Then in that time, sir, we might require help, right?
You can reach out to me anytime, as I said. So we can, as I said, I will have a monthly or a 15-day session. That is no problem. But I'm saying if you have any doubt, immediately get it clarified. Rather than living with that.
If somebody has some energies which are not normal energies, so when we do all this, will that also affect? I mean, will that process be affected, or I don't know?
Yeah, what
Because
normal
all
energies if you
chakras are not clear, all everybody's auras are not clear. तो अगर हम group में करते हैं, and you know, if one of us energies are not aligned or
yeah,
disturbed.
so there are certain 6 to 7 processes in the class itself.
Okay.
So that also clears you to a major extent. It's
Okay.
something like 60 to 70% is cleared during the class itself.
Okay.
I'm saying, Tejalji, if you have any difficulty or anything, you can just make a call to me, or you
Got
just
that.
message me, or whatever is your convenience. I will immediately call you back, or we can immediately speak and resolve, rather than you suffering in that, you know. So I can tell you about simple ways and means how you can release those energies faster. That's about it.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
So whenever in doubt, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is here.
Hey, thank you, sir.
So you can reach out to me anytime. There is no, I don't like, you know, oh, I don't have a metered call. Any number of calls, even if you have the same doubt 2 times, 3 times, you can make me a call. And so till you are rest assured, don't worry. And I don't charge for calls or something.
Okay, sir. Got
There
that.
is no charges on calls, please. And even for readings, I don't charge. So that is how Mavatar Babaji has told me.
Okay.
So I don't even charge for readings at all. So be rest assured on all those aspects.
Okay, sir. Yeah.